Hi, I'm Karen, and welcome back to Pink Planet Planning. Today I'm going to share with you a walkthrough of my July planner. I decided for the month of July to switch to an A6 size traveler's notebook. I was going through the process of packing for our move, and one of the things I stumbled on was a traveler's notebook that I purchased from Chic Sparrow maybe about a year ago, and I had forgotten all about it. And it's a really pretty little planner. It's from the Mockingbird collection. I don't remember the color of blue this is. This is not the Blue Jay, it's that other blue color. I'll look it up before I finish off this video. The other thing that I purchased from it is these pretty little blue notebooks. And when they send, when you purchase from them and you purchase a couple of notebooks, 3 notebooks or so, they'll send it in just a pretty little ribbon. It's just cute. But anyway, I'm going to share with you the setup of that right now. In fact, I might even go ahead and set it up with you. I've never done one of these plan with me's. And before I start that, actually I want to talk a little bit about what I'm thinking about for July. I may have mentioned it in a couple of past videos where my planner style, or one of the biggest inspirations for me when it comes to planning, is a book by the late Stephen Covey. He wrote a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And the goal of the book was to teach you how to be not only more efficient in the workplace, but efficiency wasn't even what he was emphasizing. He called it The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People as opposed to highly efficient people, because he felt that it is important to think of success in terms of being the most effective you can be. And how one does that is by connecting with deep values, not just societal values, but values that we all have here in our core. And when it comes to planning, the point is to plan around these deeply connected values, and not just our deeply connected values that, strike to the core of each one of us, but our roles. One of the things I'm going to share with you is my planning, because we are about to enter July, which is basically the second half of the calendar year. And as we enter July, we're entering quarter 3. So I've been trying to get back into the habit, and I probably haven't done this in about 5 years, where I have sat down, thought through all of the different roles in my life, and then some of the goals that I have already, and start to think, how can I be more effective in each of these roles? For instance, I'm a mother, I'm a wife. Actually, lately I've been thinking a lot about my role as a citizen of the state of Virginia at the moment, as a soon-to-be citizen of the state of Nevada, as a citizen of the United States of America, and even as a citizen of the earth. Right now, who I am as a citizen, and thinking about my role as a citizen, quite frankly, I don't think I've ever really given that much thought. When I've done these roles and goals things, I've thought, mother, wife, student, worker. I haven't given much thought to my role in the community. And with everything going on socially right now, especially around the Black Lives Matter movement, and the upcoming election year, etc., it's really caused me to step back and think, I need to plug this into my roles and goals as well. And what I'm going to share with you is just a quickie piece of this. When I am going through and crafting the goals that I want to work towards, and thinking through these roles, a lot of times I have to carve out a good couple of hours, sometimes even just a day, and I don't deliberately carve it out. I might take it here and there when I can get it. As my kids have gotten older, it's a lot easier to do. So if you have little kids running around right now and you feel like you never get any time for yourself, I can tell you right now, the time goes quickly and you will have time for yourself. So cherish, as they say, cherish the season that you're in at the moment, because it will go very, very quickly. But back to what I was saying about roles and goals. Take some time out for yourself. Think about the roles in your life. Think about the goals in your life. And I'm about to do that now. I'll give you a little example of it. I won't take it through all of the goals because that would be a 24-hour film. So I'll share a little bit of that with you now, and I'll share the setup of my July planner. All right, see you a second. Okay, so here's a bunch of the things that I've got for the month of July, as you can tell with all the red, white, and blue. I will be leaving the Chic Sparrow Traveler's Notebook. It's a B6 Slim in the Mockingbird collection also. The color is Nightingale. And I'm going to be leaving the B6 Slim, as I mentioned, to go into something that I've never used before. I had this, found it recently in one of the boxes when I was preparing to move. Hadn't even opened it yet, and I had bought some notebooks for it. But I saw it and I thought maybe I would give it a try. And I think this year I'm going to give the One Book July a try as well. That's the concept of theoretically moving to one book, but really the concept is around trying new things and trying new systems and seeing if your system works. And I think one of the things I'm going to try to do is work out of an A6 and see how that works for me. Never had an A6 before. So let's see. For my setup, I have a couple of these Chic Sparrow plastic covers. I only have two actually. I did order some vellum, which should be coming in a day or so from Amazon, and I'll use those. I also apparently had gotten an A6 little booklet from Chic Sparrow also. And as I mentioned, I have these books here from Stinson Paper Company. I'll leave the link below because this is a really cool paper company. I use them for all of my, almost all of my Traveler's notebooks in the B6 Slim size, so I had also gotten one in the A6 size. And again, I have some stickers. This one is from Planner Kate. Just some washi tape that I'm going to use. And whoops. I think I'm going to, these are Ollie clips and they're all magnetic. They're really cool clips. They're fun and they're handy. But I think I'm going to use this white one here because it's all sparkly. Okay. Before I go into the old planner, I'm going to share with you just a quick peek at this new planner. Not new planner, this is the one that I'm currently using. I just have in here some Post-its. I'll probably use these. They're nice gray Post-its of the moon. Set that aside. Some Ollie clips. May use these because they go with the blue, seems to go fairly well. These are my blog business cards, quote unquote business cards, like I have a business, but anyway, these are my blog cards. If I ever share my blog with anybody, I give them one of those. This is not from the Stinson Paper Company, by the way. I really wasn't going to be going into this old book, but I did want to share it with you before I end up leaving it. Every month I go into a new little notebook, and so far I have a collection that goes all the way back to maybe November of last year or December of last year. This is my month of June notebook, and it's not the Stinson Planner Company, and I don't remember who it is. I think it might be the same girl that made these, but I'll have to double check that. This is just a fun little sticker from, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Nancy Drew computer game series. It used to come out only on disc when my kids were younger. Now it's available online by Her Interactive. Creepy's Corner is a little thing that appears in some of the Nancy Drew games. My kids loved to play them, and I do like playing them as well, but yeah. So that kind of just reminds me of my kids and when we were playing Nancy Drew together. This is I'm going to take this out and put it in the new book too, because this is my absolute positive favorite Post-it notes. And it is because of the beaver. I can't look at that beaver face without smiling. So even if that's the only reason I have it in there, I've got the beaver. This is from, gosh, I don't have it on the back. Can't remember where, but I had found it a long time ago in some gift shop, I think, and I just absolutely Loved the beaver. But anyway, AA sticker. The wallet pieces I'll have to take out. Some other stickers, and I don't remember where they're from. This is my book of lists, and this can actually, I'll temporarily take it out, but if I go back to a B6 Slim, I'll be using it again. This is the 2020 calendar that I've been using. It is the, oh, Jibun Techo. I couldn't remember what it was called, and I'm probably mispronouncing it all over the place. But I've been using this since December of last year, so you can see a little bit. Anyway, I'll take these out, take out my pen. This is the pen that I use. It's the TWSBI. It's the pen that I use for journaling. I don't really use it just for writing in my planner. For that, I'll use, you know, any other pen. I don't know what happened to my Zebra Sarasa pens they're missing, but everything seems to be missing as we're moving forward with this move. But anyway, this is the one that I use specifically for journaling. And for the plastic cover, I'm going to use some scrapbook paper here from this plaid paper collection. I decided to use this particular pattern because it has some red, white, and blue in there, and it kind of reminds me of a picnic blanket. Not that we're going to get to really picnic much. Well, maybe we will. I cut it down to size. I can't remember what the exact measurements are, and I typically get the measurements wrong when I make these. Okay, there you go. And this comes with a really pretty blue ribbon. I always feel bad throwing these things out because it's such a pretty ribbon, but I don't honestly know what to do with it. I'll probably set it aside with, like all of my other craft stuff, with the intention of doing something with it in the future, but we'll have to see. I'm going to also cut the edges because notoriously, if I leave the edges at a right angle, whenever I'm using the book, and I'm trying to use my planners more actively, and when I do use them actively, I inevitably crumple pointed corners. So I'm going to just use this little rounded edge paper cut. So in trying to open this, I was trying to open it with these scissors here, these children's scissors, and I ended up denting, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, scratched up the cover, but it's not that big a deal, it's just a cover. Decided I'm going to put this one, which is a dot grid. This is the one from Chic Sparrow. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this one in the front. And I think this one may end up becoming my, I don't know. It might end up becoming my daily. It might not end up becoming my daily. We'll see next week. Okay. And then you may find out next week it is completely different. Okay. That one fits this particular. Actually, yeah, it just dawned on me. I guess that makes total sense. It comes from Chic Sparrow. Of course, it's going to fit this plastic cover perfectly. Why didn't I think of that sooner? All right. But anyway, stick this other one somewhere. Where's the missing string? Okay. Oh, the other thing I like about the Stinson notebooks is that they're string bound in the center. So you don't get any rubbing up against the plastic cord here. Not that I've had any break, but I have had some become looser. All right, so that's what I've got for now. Now, as I mentioned before, one of the things that I try to do when I'm planning and setting up goals is take a look at the roles that I have in my life. And I have not done this, as I mentioned, in a very, very long time. And this requires some introspection and reflection to be thinking through all of the roles that I have, where I'm at right now with these roles, where do I want to be a year from now, or even just a quarter from now, and set some goals for myself, either for the near term or the long term, and envision what I want it to look like and set my goals accordingly. And my goals will inform my daily to-do list. And going through this process of thinking through this and setting up tasks and to-dos and habits around these roles will help me to focus on the things in life that are the most important to me, and not let those things get lost in the shuffle of the daily have-to-dos. The daily have-to-dos may fall in these categories, and then again, they may not fall in these categories. So going through the process of thinking through the roles that are important to me will help me understand and help me be able to make decisions in the heat of the moment about what is important and where my priorities lie. The other thing that I sometimes go through when it comes to setting goals is something called the SAMHSA. SAMHSA stands for the Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration, and they are an arm of the National Institutes of Mental Health. They came up with about what they consider 8 dimensions of wellness, and these are all areas of your life around which, you should be focusing on for wellness. That, wellness is more than just physical, it's even more than just emotional wellness. There's intellectual wellness, financial, environmental, occupational, social, and spiritual. And sometimes I like to think about and reflect on where I'm at with each area in my life. For instance, physical wellness. I can tell you right now I may be healthy, but I'm very overweight and I'm totally out of shape. And every morning I get up and my knees are hurting, and it's not going to get any better as I get older. So I know I will need to focus heavily in here too, but I have to reflect on the other areas as well. And then down here at the bottom, I have also just this was me jotting down how I'm going to set up the A6 planner. These are the important areas that I know I have in almost all my planners: a calendar, day, daily, monthly, year, and a place to capture notes or any kind of, as people say, brain dump incoming information. And then just basic information that I might need to capture when I'm out and about. And I'm not sure what I'll do with the 4th notebook. It might be lists, but on the other hand, I already have my lists in my B6 Slim. I don't know if I feel like transferring all that over, or it might be lists that I capture in the next month or so as I'm using this A6. So we'll see, not sure. Still playing with this. I guess that's about it for now. So I'll keep you posted and I'll share with you what I've got next week. It should be much better set up. I'll still finish using up what is left in my current planner. The remainder of June will be here, then going into here for July. So thank you for watching, and I will see you real soon. Bye.